Okay, so we discussed print content and we discussed online content, and we believe the most powerful message is when you start using these medium together and look at the cumulative effect, with the acknowledgement that you need to use different skills and different sort of editorial content in terms of the different channels. So we've also just launched a cross-media study looking at the differing and incremental effect of off and online content. And basically it kind of proves what you'd logically imagine, that with a magazine you're developing more engagement, consumers interact with the print more, it's read more in depth and retained more. Online communication, editorial communication is much more about functionality. There might be good reviews or pricing, but you need to acknowledge the different medium editorially work in different ways. So interactivity, looking at how a print communication can actually drive consumers online. A third of consumers, over a third, that receive a magazine are driven online to investigate or purchase a brand. So the two media work really well together. Posted custom magazines drive more people online than those that picked up in store. In the UK, a lot of marketeers question the posted element of a custom magazine if they can have another distribution, because obviously it's quite expensive. All the work that we've done shows that actually a posted magazine works a lot harder as a marketing tool. It gets into people's homes. The consumers sort of feel that the brand values them because they're spending this investment on reaching them at home. So posted magazines are kind of a worthy investment because they actually work harder. This is very interesting. You know, everybody says, oh, print's dead, and there's this new age group who are just going to communicate online. The hardest working area for a custom magazine is actually the 18 to 24-year-olds who sort of see online communication as kind of like work. It's part of their life, it's a bit like work. So actually when they receive a magazine, they really value it and are more likely actually to go online as a result of reading it than any other age group. And 25 to the 44-year-olds are far more likely to be driven to investigate a brand online, having received a custom magazine. So your 18 to 24-year-olds are actually going to buy, whereas the older age group might investigate and might go in store still to purchase. And as we said, you know, ironically, custom magazines in the UK work hardest and most powerfully in this technological age in the youth group. And there's some key stats about how they work. Right, over to you to round up.
All right, I'm going to just round up by, I'm afraid, Stephen, being slightly controversial.
Slightly.
And I've gone off piece, so Julie hasn't got a clue what I'm going to say now. Two things. How your industry will evolve, or how this industry will evolve over here if it follows the UK marketplace. And I'll give you an example. Last week we were talking to a travel company in the UK who have a custom magazine. It's very old-fashioned. They wanted it done by one of our members. They had 6 pages of ads in that travel magazine, and they asked our opinion of it. We said, well, okay, if you want to have an ad for a wine company in the middle of your travel magazine, you'll probably sell that for £1,000. Wouldn't you rather have 10 clients booking a cruise with you, which gives you a profit of £1,000 per client? And they said, yes. We said, well, which one would you rather do? There's no ads in that magazine now. They're using it to sell their product. That's how this industry will evolve as it goes forward. You show me a direct marketing flyer with an ad for another company on the back, you don't get them. You don't get an ad for Ford on the TV with 10 seconds for Hilton Hotel stuck in the middle. So, you know, that's how this market will evolve in terms of magazines, selling your brand, selling your product. But the other thing is, I'm now going to tell you why you shouldn't spend any money on custom magazines. Put it all on TV. If you get 44% of the people watching your ad on TV who do something, who respond to your brand, spend the money that way. You won't. If you get 44% of people who see your ad in the local newspaper doing something as a reaction, then spend your money on local newspapers. You won't. You won't get that many people doing something. If you publish a customer magazine and you get 44% of people who receive that magazine doing something as a result of reading your magazine, you'll just be doing the average. Now, if we can send you away with that thought, this industry is growing dramatically because, as Julia has just proved, it pays its way. You can go back to your finance director and say, hey, for every £1 you give me, that research gives you £4 back. It is a no-brainer.